It is now my honor to introduce the Honorable Robert B Rader, who is the Wake County Chief District Court Judge. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It's great to be with you on this beautiful day. Sun is shining. What a great day to become a lawyer. Sort of reminds me, with the sun shining outside, of the time that a young man by the name of Joshua Hawkins was charged with running a moonshine still in my home county of Burke. And he went in front of the judge, who loved to inject humor into the proceedings. And he says, "Joshua Hawkins, why, would you be the Joshua the Bible tells us about that made the sun rise and stand still at Jericho?" And he says, "Oh, no, sir. I'm the Joshua that what made the moon shine in Burke." Sylvia was kind enough to refer to me as the Honorable, and you will hear that a lot in the legal profession. It's a title that goes with most elected officials, and some years ago, one of our district court judges, Phil Redwine, who was on the bench for many years, was presiding over what we call first appearances, which are held every day in the afternoon, and it's where you bring individuals who are in jail, arrested in the last 24 hours, to make sure they understand the charges against them, set a bond, find out what they're going to do about an attorney, and set a court date. And one of the individuals who came in through first appearance on quite regular basis, we refer to them as frequent flyers, came in front of Judge Redwine, and his name is Major, or he was called Major. And Judge Redwine had seen him come through quite a few times, and he began to wonder, this guy, I wonder if he was a major in the military. I wonder if he served our country valiantly and is now just falling on hard times. So he asked him, he said, "Major, tell me, where does that name Major come from?" And he said, "Oh, Judge Redwine, it's kind of like that name Honorable before your name. It don't mean nothing." So I think the crux of that story is it's not about the title Honorable, it's more about being an honorable person. So let me begin by congratulating each and every one of you who are here today to take the oath. You've reached a milestone, which is quite an accomplishment. Like law school, getting through the bar exam is not an easy task, so you're to be commended upon that. This is one of those days that you will remember for the rest of your life, like weddings and graduations and births of a child and so on. Let me also take a second to recognize those and congratulate those individuals who've played a significant role in helping you get to this point. Parents, spouses, significant others. Our sheriff has a saying that he's very fond of, that if you see a turtle on a fence post, you know it didn't get there by itself. A lot of truth to that. And I know that many of you who are taking the oath today did not get there or get here without the support of many of those people in your life. So don't forget those individuals who have helped you along the way. Now, each of you who are here to take the oath have gotten a sound legal education, and that's evidenced by the fact that you've passed the bar and you're here. But I would contend that there is more to the practice of law than legal concepts and black letter law, and that's why we call it practice. For many of you, most of your life, you've pretty much had a road map to this point, a GPS. You knew you had to go to school, you had to do well, you work hard, extracurricular activities, take honors courses, AP courses, good SAT, then you get in a good law school, do the work, study hard, trial team, moot court, law review, whatever. Take the bar, and you pass the bar, bam, now what? Well, I think you'll find that there's not exactly a GPS or road map at this point in time. And what direction you take is really up to you. And I think you'll find that many times the practice of law can take you in many directions. So the second part of your legal education really comes from years of practice, learning and honing your skills as a lawyer. So as one who has practiced for a while and been a judge for 23 years, let me give you a few suggestions that I think will serve you well in your legal careers. First and foremost, civility and professionalism always comes first. As you take the oath of office, you'll become a member of one of the great and most noble professions in the world. And as you embark on this journey, I would urge you to always adhere to the highest standards of civility and professionalism. I would challenge you to strive every day to be an honorable person, to treat everyone you encounter with respect regardless of their position in life, to help those who cannot help themselves, and to follow that most basic of guiding principles, which is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule, also known as the ethic of reciprocity, is such an important principle that it's found in the scriptures of almost every religion in the world. And I cannot stress enough the importance of civility and ethics in the practice of law. And the golden rule embodies the essence of what is required of you as a lawyer. Following that basic principle will serve you and your clients well throughout your legal career. I think the importance of civility and professionalism in one's legal career is illustrated by the fact that some 30 years ago, members of the Wake County Bar Association formed a committee and developed what is known as the Creed of Professionalism. Each of you, and you will get a copy of the Creed of Professionalism, and each of you, I urge to take the time to sit down and read the Creed. It provides outstanding guidance to not only new lawyers, but for those of us who've been in the practice of law for many years. I would also urge you to go a step further and set aside a few minutes every year, New Year's Day, birthday, whatever, to read the Creed and reflect on what it means to be a member of the legal profession, because you are the legal profession. If you follow the advice and guidance of the Creed, you'll earn the respect of your fellow lawyers, judges, clients, and the entire legal community. Secondly, reputation. Your reputation as a lawyer is crucial. As you begin the practice of law, you will begin to develop a reputation, and exactly what that reputation will be will really depend on you. It might be the person with keen intellect, or a skilled orator, or a great researcher or writer, or a consensus builder or good mediator. The sky's the limit. Just remember that reputations are built over many years. But unfortunately, they can be destroyed in a matter of minutes. And I have seen very good lawyers with great reputations lose everything as a result of momentary lapses in judgment brought on by greed or stress or substance abuse or the desire to win. Your reputation is extremely important. Protect it like you would your own child. Third, build relationships. I strongly believe that learning how to be a good lawyer and honing your skills is difficult, if not impossible, to do alone. It is extremely hard to be isolated and be successful. That's not to say you can't be a solo practitioner. There are many, many wonderful solo practitioners, especially in the more rural communities. But even good solo practitioners have someone that they have looked to for guidance. And the key is building relationships. Learn from others. Find a mentor. Seek practical advice and guidance. The absolute best way for you to learn how to practice law is to learn from other more experienced lawyers. Develop a relationship with other attorneys that you can learn from. Like tennis, if you want to improve your game, you need to play with someone who is better than you. So if you want to learn how to try a case, go watch a seasoned trial lawyer try a case in court. If you want to learn how to do a real estate closing, Go watch a seasoned real estate attorney do a closing. You also have a big advantage in Wake County in the 10th Judicial District in that you have a wonderful formal mentoring program available to you. It's known as the Connections Mentoring Program. And it was formed a few years back by members of our bar in collaboration with the Campbell Law School. And I know you're thinking, well, I didn't go to Campbell Law School. Doesn't matter. It is available to any new attorneys within the 10th Judicial District. It's an excellent program. It's so good that it was recently recognized by the American Bar Association with a prestigious Gambrel Award. And the best part of all, it's free. So take advantage of it. You can also develop your own informal mentoring arrangements. Just about any lawyer in Wake County, no matter how long they've been practicing, are more than happy to sit down with new lawyers, have coffee, have lunch, or be available to answer questions. Mentors are great. They can advocate for you. They can point you in the right direction, and they can at times keep you from going in the wrong direction. Another great way to build relationships is to become active in the Wake County Bar Association. To me, membership in the Wake County Bar Association is a no-brainer. I joined the day that I was sworn in, and I've been active ever since, and I've reaped so many benefits from it over the years. And there's so many reasons to join. We would be here for a while talking about it. But once again, as Ashley said, it's free for the first year. It's a no-brainer. The next thing that I would say is put away your cell phones. And I know the reaction to this. Oh my gosh, he must be a fossil living in the Stone Age. What world does he live in? How does he think we can do without a phone? I understand Steve Jobs made my life a lot easier, just like you. I text, I Snapchat, emoji, Bitmoji, and all those things. But there's a time, place, and manner for using a cell phone. In the courtroom is not one of them. So I would just urge you to keep that in mind and remember as a young lawyer that you're there to work, that partners notice, judges notice, and if you're looking at your cell phone instead of devoting your full attention, it makes the task difficult. Clients, partners, judges, staff all deserve your attention. So think about that. Read the law. I never cease to be amazed at how often attorneys appear in court not having the full or partial grasp of the law with respect to their case. And when that happens, it puts the court in a very awkward position that we don't want to be in. It puts the attorney in an embarrassing position, not to mention the potential adverse effect on the client. Read the green books. And I used to say that regularly to new lawyers. Read the green books, read the green books. And I was speaking to a group of young summer clerks one time to a firm that I do every year. And I kept going back to read the green books, the North Carolina General Statutes. And then one of the partners looked at me and he said, Judge, you know, everything's online. I'm not sure they know what you're talking about the green book. So the law's there. It's important enough said. Next, find your niche. I would contend to be successful in the practice of law, it's helpful, not essential, but helpful to find your niche. Capitalize on your strengths and the areas of practice that you enjoy the most. Develop your expertise in a specific area. Become the go-to person in your firm or in the bar for that little particular area of law. I think this will help you build confidence and help you to be a better lawyer. And anytime I think about finding a niche in the practice of law, John Szymankiewicz always comes to mind, who is an attorney here in Raleigh. And John has developed a niche and is known as the beer lawyer. John has worked very hard and developed an expertise in the law regarding production and distribution of craft beer. He runs the Beer Law Center online. He runs newsletters, blogs, conduct seminars and so on. And I talked to him one day. I said, John, what's it like to be the beer lawyer? That's pretty cool. And he says, it is. He said, I'm not sure how lucrative it's been, but I've had some really good beer. So success can be measured in many ways. So next, leave the campsite better than you found it. Or, in other words, give back to the community. And I think this is what Sylvia touched on. Each of us have been gifted with legal knowledge and the privilege to practice law. This is a unique opportunity for us to improve the lives of others and our community. And I think as lawyers and judges, we have a duty to do that. To whom much is given, much is expected. So take advantage of these skills, be a leader in your community, and make a difference. Serve on a board, chair a nonprofit, run for office, volunteer, and as Sylvia said, by all means, do pro bono work. Give back to the community and the profession. I think you will find that the Wake County Bar has a long history of service, and you would be amazed at what many of the lawyers have accomplished over the years. And you can and should do the same. And I think you will find that there are few things more satisfying in your life and in your practice. Finally, get a life and keep a life. And by that, I mean find a good work-life balance. As all of you probably know or are soon to find out, the practice of law can be demanding. It can result in long hours, plenty of stress, challenging clients, and so on. So it's critical for your success as a lawyer and your happiness as an individual to find that work-life balance. You have to be cautious not to let the practice of law and work consume your life. Work to live, don't live to work. The stress and hours of law practice can have negative effects on your health and that of your family. And this is an important issue that the ABA has been looking at. It's important for you to climb the ladder of success, but it's equally important for you to take your family with you. So keep your eyes on the prize. I told my wife, who's also a lawyer, a few weeks ago that I had been asked to speak to the new lawyers today. And I said, do you have any advice? And her advice was the same about every time I've asked that question, and that's keep it brief. And I'm not sure I adhered to that, and I apologize, but as a judge, I am cognizant of the old adage that the mind can only absorb what the behind can endure. So I know you've been sitting here a while, so we'll move on. But just remember, civility and professionalism always comes first. Protect your reputation, build relationships, put away the cell phones, read the law, find your niche, give back to the community, and find a good work-life balance. If you do those things, I am confident that you will have a long, happy, and prosperous career in the law. So congratulations again, and I wish each and every one of you the absolute best. Judge Ridgway.